Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, part-time reseller on eBay. Now, in my last video I alluded to some charity shop or some sort of footage. This is the video. There is some footage coming up, I promise you. Probably not the best, and it doesn't sort of show what I have picked up. Mainly it's been sort of misses and you know, going to a charity shop, you're flicking through stuff, you get that wave of excitement when you find something good, and then your heart just drops when you see the price. There's been a lot of that, but hey, it swings and roundabouts of reselling. It can't all be good stuff. It can't all be sunshine and rainbows. But that is coming up in a little bit. But I thought we'd start with some sales because after the doldrums a couple of weeks ago, the last week has been, for me, incredible. I've sold so many things, lots of high value item stuff. It's been amazing. So on the back of the last video, I sold quite a few bits anyway. But I've since sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16 things, totaling hundreds of pounds. So, without further ado, I'll get straight into it. So, first of all, these 883 police jeans. I actually picked these up a couple of weeks ago in a charity shop. Paid £4 for these. They're just bizarre, but they're not the sort of thing you can go out and find in like a retail shop. Say £4, they've gone for £30 plus postage, so good brand to look out for, 883 police. But make sure they're sort of the baggy, like cargo jeans with loads of pockets in. Seems to be a popular thing at the moment. Sold this vintage Marks and Spencer St Michael oversized cardigan. So I've got it all up on the screen here. It's acrylic, alpaca, and wool blend. Bit strange. Kind of like a kooky pattern, but not really. I only paid a couple of quid for this at the car boot. I think I had it up for 23 or 24. Took an offer of 21 quid. Gone. That's fine. Same shop as I got those jeans from. This Macron Millwall Football Club men's training shirt, size 4XL. It was massive. I paid £3 for this, hoping that it would sell quickly, and it did. Sold within a couple of days. 15 quid plus postage, so not as much profit, but it's in, out. £5 to me, no problem. Next up, these Britons, they're called detail figures, have hung around a little bit from the 70s. They're like little medieval knights. There were 5 of them. That's gone for £6 plus postage, so not awful. Only paid £1, so that's fine. This is a good sale. So this is a Paramo, not a waterproof, it's like a windproof jacket with the sort of the Nick Wax brand. So you think you can make it waterproof with the Nick Wax spray. Or certainly like showerproof, whatever that means, a bit ambiguous. But I paid £4 for this in a charity shop and they completely missed it. This has gone for £55 plus postage. So Paramo jackets is just keep an eye out for. You'll see that Nick Wax tab on the side, you can't miss it. But it's a pretty nondescript jacket apart from that, but just superb brand, really, really held in high regard. So that's that. Awesome. Next up, another vintage Marks and Spencer top. This is a just a pattern jumper made in Italy. I think it's acrylic, nothing special. Paid £1 for that. That's gone for £15 plus postage. That's fine. And this is a good one. This is a Ping Moonlight golf bag, but it's not a rigid one. It's a pencil bag, 4-way, but it sort of like folds up. Paid £5 for this at the car boot. Came with some like tees and some golf balls and a little glove as well. That's gone for £60 plus postage, and that sold within 12 hours, so possibly could have aimed a bit higher, but solds were pretty much 60 and below, so unless it was a really fancy pattern, so happy with that. These Asics Aaron trainers, kind of like a retro tennis shoe, I think they are. Paid the equivalent of £2 or so from that big bundle of stuff I got from the last car boot, so if you haven't seen that video, please go and watch it, it's really good. Shameless plug. That's gone for £20 plus postage. Again, sold in like 12 hours. Couple of low value sales here. Really sticky stock that I was going to just donate. It's vintage sweatshirt that's just hung around for ages, and these vintage salopettes that I'm just glad to see the back of. They've been listed for ages and ages. Personal things that just haven't shifted, so it's good to see those go. Another pair of things I picked up recently, these Mayer New York trousers. Haven't had New Yorks before, usually it's Romas or Madrids, but these are New Yorks. Lovely sort of premium chino. Paid a £5 for these in a charity shop. That's gone for £25 plus postage. Sold within a week, so that's really good. Best value sale in terms of return on investment is probably these. So again, from the last car boot pickup video, Nike Air Max 270s, brilliant condition, like can barely fault them. Bit dirty, gave them a good clean, came out lovely. Bought for £2, and they've sold for £50 plus postage. And to be fair, I didn't think they would sell for 50. I thought they'd sell for about 40, 45. But I stuck them on at 50, and again, they sold within 12 hours. So amazing, amazing. They're off to Scotland. A couple more sales. These Ping golf trousers. I've actually just listed another pair. These are width 38, length 33, so nice big size. Paid, I want to say £1.50 or £2 for these in a charity shop ages ago. They've gone for £20 plus postage. That's worth waiting on. Worth waiting for the full sale. Hot Wheels car here, nice vintage whipped creamer from 1970, play worn, but it's got its canopy. That's gone for £13 plus postage. Would have paid less than £1 for that at the car boot. And then the two things I haven't sold yet, but I can't. Well, they're in there somewhere. I just can't be bothered to get them for the moment. So I sold this Finisterre, another Finisterre thing. It's a waterproof jacket in like a nice yellow colour. Bought this for £12 at the car boot. Jeez, a few months ago. This one's been lingering around a little bit. But is summer the right time to buy a waterproof jacket? Perhaps not, given how dry it's been. This has gone for full price, £50 plus postage. Does have a few marks on it. I made that pretty clear in the listing. If it was immaculate, it probably would have gone for nearer 70, but given the marks, 50 was more appropriate. And then, excuse me. And finally, these Hotter Mist, what I call GTX, so Gore-Tex leather walking shoes, size 6.5. Paid £4 for these in a charity shop, again, a few months ago. They've sold for £20 plus postage on offer. Had an offer for 25. Took an offer of, oh no, somebody offered me 16. I thought that was really cheeky. Counted was 20. Then they came back with 17, and I said, I just declined it, like, no, not playing that game today. Then they sent me another offer for £18.50, and I basically sent them a message, same buyer. I just sent them a message saying, look, they're up for 25, they're a good quality shoe, I will not accept a penny less than £20. And then by some miracle, they accepted my £20 offer, so got there in the end. So yeah, good to see this go, because they have actually been sticking around a little bit, hanging around even, so yeah, good to see the back of those. And that's it. So that's it. Sales have been really good. Have slowed down a little bit the last day or so, but really not fast. So they'll be going out Monday. Royal Mail are striking again. Striking today is the 3rd of September, Saturday. They're striking again next Friday, Thursday and Friday. So got to be a bit careful of that, but hasn't affected sales too much at all, so that's good. So that's maybe some more sales if stuff sells and I haven't finished this video. But now I'm going to dive into some pickups. This video could be really disjointed. I'm really sorry. So if you see my outfit change quite a bit, that's because I'm picking up things and sending things over the next sort of, 4 or 5 days. So apologies in advance for that.
Okay, it's time for some footage. Let's see what they've got today. Roberto Cavalli, good brand, good sort of mid-tier premium brand. But look at the size of that hole, man. I don't know how they've missed that. Maybe they haven't, I don't know. And £7 for an extra small as well. Wasn't merino, it's just like a wool, I think. So that is going straight back. Now this was cool. I do enjoy the Back to the Future films. Probably not enough to buy this sort of third-party Christmas jumper. But that design is pretty sweet. And I'm sure this one would have gone pretty quickly to a devout fan. But yeah, size medium, bit small for me. But yeah, really cool. Really cool. Go on, pick up the one on the floor. Oh, forget it. Look how many shorts and things are on this rail. Properly jammed in there. But are there any gems? Let's have a look. Bit of Ted Baker, not the best brand in my experience, and certainly not for £15 for a 32. No chance. Back you go. Right, but there's gonna be something cool lurking here, surely something I can buy. Maybe bit of housekeeping, bit of karma. Come on. Dockers, Yeah, they never do well for me. I just don't bother with them, to be honest. They're just a bit too plain. All right, what next? What next? Come on. Let's find a gem. What are these? Pair of Wranglers. Yeah, they can do okay. You know, the right sort of vintage and style and size and Oh, no. 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 Just back. Forget it. Forget it. Oh, God. Here we go. Ralph Lauren. The charity shop's wet dream. What's the price going to be? Prospect pant. Okay. Here we go. Oh, God. And look at that. 36.30 as well. So not even a decent size. That's probably more than eBay. I might put a comp in here. Oh, look, here we go. My favourite brand to resell, well, one of mine, Howie's, but $5.50 for a short sleeve shirt. That's not looking good. I aim for about 4 times return on my initial investment, so let's see. Looking for 22 quid here. Oh no, it's not looking good, is it? 15, 17 if you're lucky. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm going to have to put it back. It's just not working out. Can't believe I'm putting some Howie's, but the first Howie's thing I've ever put back. But then again, the first Howie's thing I've found that's been overpriced. So, I mean, overpriced for reselling. If you wanted it for yourself, that's okay. But I don't. I'm reselling here. Come on. We are as much part of charity shops as normal people are. Fact. My older Billabong shirt. Yeah, again, 7 quid. No, just not. That's probably more than eBay, to be honest. It's quite a niche style. STL, I might miss a gem here. I don't know. I don't think I actually looked it up. 450. It didn't feel too good. So, oh right, here we go. Oh god, brace yourselves. Doc Martens, brogues, made in England. But what's it going to be? Oh god, yeah, expensive. No 2 words about it. No 2 words about it. And that is slap on, bang on the eBay going rate. Pair of Russell and Bromleys here, but you know what's coming. Driving shoes, or at least leather driving shoes. You know what's coming. Yep, 40 quid. Oh, just no. Just no. And unfortunately, that is that shop in a nutshell. So, what does this sign say outside? Right. Right, now, you know what I'm going to say here, don't you? You know exactly what I'm going to say. They can't accept stock, because the stock they've got is too expensive and it's not selling. And this was not the first time that this sign was outside the shop. In fact, I've seen this sign outside the shop more times than I haven't. So what does that tell you? Now, I know charity shops can charge whatever they want. But if they are struggling to bring in donations, which is their sole sort of method of obtaining stock to sell for charity, something is obviously wrong in their business model. They are charging too much and they can't get rid of the stock fast enough. I wouldn't know what is being just sent to refuge, sent to the rag mill at the back. It doesn't even see the shop floor. It's ridiculous. Surely somebody in there in management is aware that they're just not selling enough and they need to reduce the prices in order to do that. But no, time and time again, that sign pops up outside the shop. Honestly, failed business model. Will this shop survive? I don't know, but I certainly won't be shopping in there if those are the prices that they are asking, because they are far too high for resellers. Okay, moving on. Positive vibe. New shop. Yeah, fat face sells pretty well, but I typically stick to larger sizes. This was like a nice sort of checkered tartan cotton shirt, but it was only a size medium, and to be fair, you might struggle to get 17 quid for this one. So I left that one. Now, Brasher, known for their walking boots, outdoor boots. Never seen Brasher clothing before. This was just a standard pocket tee. Nice bit of embroidery on the side. There's no real value to that at all. Maybe a tenner, but from $3.50, yeah, not worth picking up at all. Alright, let's see what's in the coat section. Here we go. A positive in a sea of despair. This is actually a women's Rohan. It's called a checkpoint jacket. It's a vintage one, made in England. So it's got a nice sort of fleece lined jacket. It's not waterproof, but it's a very well insulated one. Lady size large. And I know it's so gloomy in here. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that one came home with me. Now, mitre. Now, if you ever find a mitre, I think it's called Ultimax, size 5, like they did in the old Premiership, pick them up because they sell amazingly. These little ones, no. But the big ones can do fantastic. Found some Power Rangers here. They are from 2006, I believe. So I don't know what sort of Power Rangers lineage that is. They were pretty knackered, to be honest. Pretty scratched up. Missing sort of paint. Scuffs. Look at that Red Ranger. He has seen better days. And they wanted £7 for the bag, which is way too much. Way too much. No accessories. So I left it. Now, these weird fish macaronis can do well. But again, with like fat face, stick to the larger sizes. Size smalls and mediums, they just hang around. So I wouldn't bother picking those up. But in larger sizes, definitely. Okay, new shop. Now, this is a Gant. It was a Pima cotton and cashmere jumper. It was stained to oblivion. Now, I actually picked this up, and you'll see it in the pickups, and I'll explain why I did pick it up. But when you're in the shop, just check for stains. Check for holes, check for anything they might have missed, or they saw and just put out anyway, just to be sure. Right, new shop. Now, here we go. Couple of Barber polo shirts here. Not a brand I come across a huge amount. Usually when I do, it's priced up pretty high, but pleasantly surprised. These were £4 each. Now, I'm not a fan of purple, but the blue one and the green one coming home with me. However, it does get better. Check this out. Pair of leather trousers, motorcycle trousers, pretty cool, you know. Let's see what they are. Oh yeah, you want to be looking out for Belstaff. Belstaff leather stuff sells really, really well. Really good quality. I think that's a British motorcycle garment manufacturer. £15, but sometimes it's worth paying up for the right things. Not for a rubbish plain pair of Ralph Lauren trousers, but for a pair of Belstaff 40-inch waist leather bike trousers. 100%. 100%. Find of the day for me. Chuffed. Alright, final shop. Now, a little backstory. This shop is where I found that Mambo shirt quite a while ago, because since then, well, things haven't exactly improved. So, new management has come in this shop, and the prices have gone loopy. Now, this didn't actually have a price on it, but bearing in mind what you're about to see, I didn't even ask. Especially as it was £12 from the outlet. Yeah, I don't know what's happened here. Probably the same people that run that first charity shop you saw. So there you go. Basic New Age Kappa tee, size large, and it was a £5. Now, I've got nothing against paying a £5 if you're looking for it yourself, but we're resellers. We want to make some money. There is literally zero money to be made from these. Not even worth it. That was a Reebok one. Again, plain Jane, not vintage. I think it's a medium as well, so not exactly a good size. Through the jumpers and the shirts. It would have been good if I'd focused on the actual rail, wouldn't it? But there we go. Can't get it right every time. Not that I ever get it right. This done at the shop. This is a Cotton Traders chore jacket, but £20. Just no. That honestly, that has been there for about 3 months. Hasn't shifted. Hasn't shifted at all. Just, yeah. It saddens me. It saddens me to think that this shop was once probably one of the cheapest ones in town, and now it's just, it's a museum. It's a museum for various clothing. Pair of fat face chinos here. I can't remember exactly what they were. Or can I even find the price? They weren't cheap. They were like £6, I think. which is okay. I guess it's okay. But there are another pair here. These ones. These were like a through more canvassy. They were £8. So again, not awful if you're buying for yourself, but if you're reselling, yeah, not great. And these have been here since the store reopened. £20, size 7. They will be sitting there until Jesus returns. Oh my gosh. And that was it. Fun times.
But I thought I'd show you what I picked up. One thing from the charity shop yesterday, a couple of bits at the car boot this morning. Might be the last Saturday car boot of the year. Might be. I certainly won't be going tomorrow morning because the weather's looking crap. So we're probably not going to that one. And then a couple of bits from the charity shops today. Some charity shops I haven't been to for well over a year. And one shop came good. So I'll show you those in a minute. So anyway, enough waffle. So yesterday I went to probably my favourite charity shop in Newton Abbot, where I live. There wasn't a huge amount there though. There wasn't a huge amount there at all. There was again stuff that I would have probably picked up previously to make a little bit of profit on, but I'm really trying to refine my purchasing habits to focus on those bigger profit items because I've got so much to list as it is. I don't want to get clogged up with even more stuff that's going to make me like less than a £5 profit after fees and tax. So that being said, the only thing I picked up yesterday was this. This is a Rohan vintage Rohan. This is called the Checkpoint jacket. Here it is, Checkpoint jacket. This is shaky camera. Made in England. So made in the UK. It's actually a women's one. It's in the men's section, but it is a women's one. Size large. You can tell it's vintage because of that lovely Rohan sort of label. Look at that, really cool. That was £8. Not too bad. Now, there are none sold. But the reason there are none sold is because we've just been through summer. And insulated jackets like this typically aren't really going to sell. So I wasn't too worried about them not being any solds. It's in beautiful condition. Not a blemish on it at all. It's lovely sort of, how would you call that? Aubergine purple? Something like that. Mauve maybe? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, a sort of subsidiary of purple. A lovely embroidered logo there. Nice YKK zip with a nice toggle. Say, zipped pockets on the side as well. Lovely bit of insulation. The materials aren't crazy. It's only sort of polyester and polyamide and acrylic and all that good stuff. But yeah, as vintage jackets go, vintage Rohan, really good. Not waterproof. I'm pretty sure it isn't waterproof. Just warm. But as for price, I don't know. I don't know where to aim it. I might start at 40 and see where we go. It might take a while to sell. But as the weather gets colder, hopefully that will be picked up. Because they're none sold, but being Rohan, I have faith in it. I have faith. So that was that one. Let's do the pickups today from the charity shops, and I'll do the car boot stuff. So I went to Torquay, which is pretty much just down the road. Now, Torquay charity shops I've never really got on with, hence my reasoning for not going there for over a year. The ones in the middle of town, I mean, I don't know, they're a bit, doesn't seem to be much in there. Like there's always like a sort of stock deficit. I don't know, that's just my experience, but I don't typically go in there because there isn't really that much. And it's lo and behold, I didn't pick a single thing up until the penultimate shop that came good. And actually, it was half price as well. I didn't even realise the stuff was half price. So I probably should look through the women's stuff as well, but didn't have a huge amount of time. So yeah, I had to be a bit careful. But in terms of men's stuff, I've done really well. Stuff that isn't gonna I'm not gonna list now because it's all shorts. So I'll wait until the spring and then list it because there's probably much better sell-through rate then. I don't mind stockpiling stuff. I've stockpiled coats for the winter, picked up through spring through summer, so I'll stockpile shorts and like short sleeve shirts and stuff for next spring. I've got the room for it, so it kind of makes sense. So the only thing for me that I picked up is this little Helly Hansen. I thought it was a running hat, but it's not. It's a collaboration with a brand called Sweet Skateboards. So I guess sort of like a athletic skateboarding hat. I'll just model it for you. Here we go. There we go. Lovely. Sort of the brim isn't rigid either. It's quite strange. Really lightweight hat. I probably will use it for running, to be honest. But I just kind of liked it. And I think it was like a 50p after the half price stuff. So can't say no to that. So there's that. There we go. Check my hair. What's left of it. Right. So 3 pairs of shorts. All cargo shorts. I know cargo shorts are in currently. Hopefully they'll still be in next year, but we'll see. But there's always a market for cargo shorts, isn't there? So that's fine. So yeah, three pairs of cargo shorts, all beige. So these, first one, we have these Polo Ralph Lauren, just say cargo shorts. Here they are. Like a dark beige with some tassels. Width 32, so not the best size, but I say the equivalent of what? Well, half of that, so £1.50. Not going to leave them. Not going to leave them behind at all. Loads of buttons, loads of pockets. Not like a heavyweight cotton, but more like a sort of, not lightweight, just moderate cotton. Does that even make sense? Probably not. Plenty of logos. And on the back, yeah, legitimate. All the wash tags present. Hopefully next spring, 20 quid or so ish. So not the best brand for the cargos, but not a bad one at all. Next up, again, a brand I really do not pick up very often because it's saturated. But we've got some super dry cargos. Super dry cargos, as well as Abercrombie and Fitch cargos, seem to do quite well. Again, these were basically £2, even though they were listed as £4. Yeah, lovely condition, size large, so I think about 36-inch waist. All the pockets, all the buttons are there. Again, hopefully about 20 quid, maybe 25 next to April time. That'd be good. And then finally, this was the first pair I saw. These are a pair of, it's a bit of a rubbish logo, isn't it? I'll show you the back. Timberland, a pair of Timberland cargo shorts. Sold some of these before in much worse condition. These actually have they don't have a button, they have like a clasp to sort of tie it together. It's a bit interesting. Don't think they're not vintage or anything. Do they have a name? Nope. So 100% cotton. Again, these were basically £1.50, and again they are size 32. Lovely condition. Say pockets all good, no rips. A couple of faded bits, but that's probably just the nature of the material. Again, hopefully 20 quid for that. So what's that? Trying to think what the price was. So like 5 quid, oh, 5.50. Oh, it's raining, cool. Into 60 quid, gross. Can't go wrong, can you? Can't go wrong at all. 15% power. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can work with that. So that was that. But I did go to the car boot this morning. Woke up, was dry. Thought, yeah, that's fine. Pitch black at sort of 5:30. When I got there, there were about 7 sellers' cars there, and like 5 of them were like dealers. I just thought, should I have done this? Was it worth it? It was in the end, but it was quite a slow start, and for some reason I took a couple more risks today. I bought things I wouldn't typically buy. It hasn't backfired, but the things I bought first haven't done as well, or won't do as well as I thought they would, but I'll just show you. So first thing I picked up were these motorcycle trousers. These are by a brand called Brasher, which is a good motorcycle brand in certain departments. Not this though. So I think in the future what I'll do is I'll stick to leather motorcycle trousers. These fabric ones just do not do well at all for some reason. And they're in really good condition. They're a lady size. They say no issues at all. There's like protection or light protection on the knees. The sort of embroidered logos are fine. 3M reflectivity. Good size, good women's size, but just not worth very much. So I paid £5 for these. Thought that was a good price. I mean, they need a bit of a wash on the bottom, that's fine. But I'll be lucky to get 20 quid for those, so not the best purchase. Coming into winter, so they should be more popular then, but yeah, I probably shouldn't have picked those up, to be honest. On a similar note, again from the same store, I picked up this. This is an Oxford motorcycle jacket. Again, not leather. I'm not going to pick up these sort of material even is that? Not fabric. This sort of the not leather ones. I can't get my words out. Does it even say what material this is? I want to know. How to show polyester. Of course, it's polyester. So these polyester jackets, they're not. Yeah, basically, I paid 10 quid for this, and you can buy them new for 70. So that's not a good start. I reckon 40 is probably what I get for that. Hopefully, I like to think it's just going to sell quickly. It's in beautiful condition. It's hardly a blemish on it, which works in its favour, which is why I picked it up. Size large, it's a nice size, fits me fine, but obviously I'm not going to wear this. I haven't got a bike. Yeah, lovely condition, plenty of pockets, is waterproof, has protection to the elbows. That's good. Air vents, and Oxford is a good brand for bikes, but more for like bike covers and like locks rather than the actual clothing. So I'd like to think 50 from 10, but I think it's probably more likely 40, which isn't the end of the world. But I think it's going to be a bit of a pain to post, isn't it? I mean, I guess it folds out. It'll probably be a medium parcel, but I just hoped it would do better. You know, when you just hope something does a bit better, and it will. But look, I'm not going to lose money, so that's the main thing. Now, I only picked up 2 more things. One is an unexpected win. The other thing is just keep an eye out for. And then I've got two cars, 8% power. I actually picked up quite a few cars in Torquay today, but I might show you them in a different section. So from the car boot, I've got 2 cars. So I've got this is a vintage Matchbox, the Freeman Intercity Commuter. I don't typically pick up Matchbox unless they're in good condition, and this is in great condition, given it's sort of 50 years old. Yeah, it's done remarkably well, so that's 50p. Best of all, this again, Matchbox Peugeot, this 305 Super Kings. What a cool car that is. Proper vintage Esso livery. Just fantastic. Or Expo, but it's kind of Esso, isn't it? That was £1, so chuffed with that. And the only other things I got were, now, keep an eye out for these. Yes, I promise you, this is worth picking up. This is just a foot support, kind of like a lower leg support. If you sprain your foot, or I don't know if it extends to like breakages. But this was £2. Should be, hopefully, about 20 quid for this. These sort of things seem to do quite well. There is a bit of wear to the... What was that? Something just fell off, did it? Don't know, weird. Anyway, bit of wear to the front, that's not a problem. As long as all the straps are good, which they are, hook and loop, not Velcro. Give it a bit of a clean. That should be, hopefully, 20 quid. I don't know what size it is. I think it's the chap selling it said it was like a 5 or 6, because his mum used it for when she hurt her leg. It even comes with a free sling. Look at that. So I won't be selling that. So yeah, 2 quid into hopefully 20 quid. Can't complain. That'll probably be in every one, to be honest, because it's a bit big for a Royal Mail small parcel. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But find of the morning, and I almost didn't get this. I sort of debated it, but I'm glad I did. You won't believe this. Bear with me. It's a Bratz Doll. It's a sealed Bratz Doll. Now, Bratz Dolls seem to be doing fantastically well at the moment. Probably something to do with nostalgia. I know my sister had loads of these growing up. Just absolutely loads of these. This one, I can't even date this one. On the bottom, I cannot find a date at all. I'm probably not looking hard enough, but I can't see any date. All I can date is, basically, it comes with a CD, and it needs Windows XP system requirements. So, I don't know when the next one came out, the next Microsoft thing. So, it's 2003, maybe, something like that. Say unopened. I paid £3 for this. I'll put a screenshot of some solds here, albeit all in America, to get you to get an idea for what these go for. Ridiculous money, absolutely ridiculous money. So this is basically save the morning. It'll probably go GSP. I'll have GSP on, so that's fine. It's just one of those bizarre things, isn't it? Just, I guess boys and girls looking to get their childhood toys back at any price. I think this girl's called Yasmin or Jasmine. I did look it up. She comes to say it comes with all the accessories. The box is not too bad, a little sun faded I think, but nothing to worry about. Yeah, Bratz dolls, keep an eye out for them. But with any doll, the more accessories you have, the more clothing, the more boots and shoes, whatever that comes with it, the better the value. So the fact that it's sealed, hopefully that should pay for all I've bought as profit. So phew, yes, phew, glad I bought that. So that was it. So yeah, pretty small car boot to be honest, not a huge amount going around. Somebody got an N64, couldn't believe it, but like they paid up for it and they paid like 40 or 50 quid for it, but you just don't see them anymore. Just don't see them. So yeah, somebody got a stonker of a deal. But there we go. Never mind. Okay, so you've seen the footage. Now I'm going to show you what I picked up. Do you know what? I'll give my local town a bit of a stick because it's usually not very good. But today, thanks to one shop, well, technically two, but one shop really. Yeah, I've done surprisingly well. And sometimes that's all it takes. It only takes one shop to make a trip worthwhile. So, I'll do the other shop first. Took a bit of a risk on this one. Not because of what it is, but because of the condition it's in. So, this is a Gant 92% Pima cotton, 8% cashmere striped jumper. Size extra large, lovely size. No holes, which is the main thing, but quite a few stains. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but it's like it's been dropped in a puddle and dragged through the mud. It's it's pretty filthy. Now, I gave it a good old look in the shop, looking for holes, looking for how extensive the stains are. It's probably the worst bit there on the sleeve. Now, nothing's gone through. So, if I show you there, it hasn't gone all the way through the material, which gives me hope. That a couple of washes and a couple of squirts of the like Vanish Oxy Action stuff will get the stains out. Nothing here looks impossible to get out, but there's always a bit of a risk. That was £3.50, and I think it was priced down because of the stains. So potentially there's about 25 quid's worth of jumper there, hopefully, if I can get it looking good. If I can't, it's not the end of the world, and sometimes I like to take a risk to try and restore clothing back to sort of full health, if you know what I mean. But there's always that chance that it won't work, and to be honest, not really something I'd wear, so if it doesn't work I might just have to redonate it, but it's worth the risk. I think it's worth the risk. If it was just a cotton one I wouldn't bother, but because it's Pima cotton and cashmere, there's more of a, the risk versus reward is a bit of a better ratio, if you know what I mean. So that was that one, and to be fair, I would have been happy with just that, given my luck going to my local town normally. But then another charity shop came really good. Spent £39, basically 40 quid there on 1, 2, 4, 5 items. Looking at some good returns here, hopefully. So, well, I say returns. These two I might keep. So I've been after some nice polo shirts for a while. I don't actually own many polo shirts. The ones I do are sort of, I mean, I've got a Fred Perry one that's a bit more like casual. I've got a couple others that aren't that. I'm not a big polo shirt wearer, but I'm thinking I want some nicer polo shirts. So I found two as you would have seen in the footage, hopefully, Barber polo shirts. So this is a nice sort of medium blue one. Nice Barber logo there. And then this sort of olive drab one with extra sort of, not, can't really call it Nova check, can you? But that sort of checkered lining down the collar. Again, lovely little logo. There were a couple more. There was like 5 items in there that were all Barber. There was another polo that was purple. Not a fan of purple. With like Barber International there. Just didn't look as smart. And there were 2 Barber t-shirts as well. They're all £4, so bargain for someone, but t-shirts are a bit... The thing with Barber is, it's typically worn by people who wear smarter clothing, if that makes sense. So a Barber t-shirt, even like a big spell out, doesn't really make much sense, because surely the clientele is going to go more for the formal stuff than the more casual stuff. That's just me speculating, but anyway, £4 paid each. Do you know what? They're not worth a huge amount. Probably 17 to 20 on each of these. They're in lovely condition. Probably more so 20 on that one because it's just a bit more elaborate. But I might keep them. I might keep them. It's because I might be after some more sort of formal polo shirts. I can always sell them down the line. Obviously, I'll keep them in good condition. But I say I might keep them for the time being. At least wear them a couple of times, and then I might sell them afterwards. So yeah, hopefully 4 into sort of 17 to 20. Not a great return. But when they sell fairly strongly, so that's fine. But technically, the rest of this stuff that I'm not keeping should pay for those and some anyway, so it's not the end of the world if I keep them or not. So, actually the last thing I picked up, I didn't capture these on camera because I didn't see them until my sort of final sweep of the shop. I thought, oh, actually that might be quite good. So this is a brand that I've encountered. Typically a women's brand, but they do men's stuff as well, as this is apparent. And that brand is Sea Salt Cornwall. Now, I've never sold sea salt, so I've no idea how well it does, but this is a proper thick cotton shirt, jacket, shacket, overshirt, chore jacket, whatever you want to call it. 100% cotton, all the buttons are there. Plenty of pockets. So you've got a button one there open, and then 2 open ones down below. It's a proper like chore jacket style, really thick cotton. Yeah, lovely condition. Again, size large, but like an oversized size large. So nice and sort of baggy. So no rips, no stains. That was £8. I thought, okay, £8 is a fair price. I think new these are about 75, 80, I think. So reselling, hopefully 40, 35 to 40. I might be way out. Someone's horn happy, aren't they? If I picked it up. Yeah, hopefully 35 to 40. It's a lovely size. There aren't actually any solds on eBay, but again, because we've been in summer, not the sort of thing that would sell. But I think with that brand behind it and the style of clothing, I think I'm going to be okay there. And just like the Barbers, there were 2. So I've got this navy one as well. Again, size large. It's got a name, I think. Hang on, it's called the Morse Code jacket. So made in China, as everything is. Look at that. That's brilliant. Never fear, spare button here. Love it. Lovely little thing. Yeah, 100% cotton. So again, lovely condition, and of course, £8 paid. So yeah, hopefully 35 to 40 back on those. Not the sort of thing I'd wear myself, so a reason not to keep it, which is good because I do have a tendency to try and keep things that I buy, but that's not the point. The point is to make money. So yeah, 16 into, let's say 70 quid conservatively. Hey, that's fine. That is fine by me. But find of the lunch break. These leather motorcycle trousers. Now, depending on what order this video is in, I picked up some motorbike trousers, didn't I, earlier in the video. I'll try and make sure this is in chronological order, so you'll see that bit first. I picked up some textile trousers that won't do so well. I thought, do you know what, from now on, I'm only picking up leather ones. Well, these are leather ones. And I paid £15. You're thinking, okay, are they worth it? Well, I hope so, because they are Bell staff. Belstaff is a superb brand for motorcycle gear. I think new their leather jackets can be hundreds and hundreds of pounds. So I saw these on the rack, and the poor hanger was like, it was really struggling. I was like, blooming heck. Sort of opened them up and went, oh, the Belstaff, oh boy. So yeah, these have the potential to be really good. They are a nice big size too, 40-inch waist. So for the larger biker, men's size. Got the official, say, Belstaff. So I keep knocking the camera. Sorry, Belstaff patch there. I'll bring them closer, but I can't. They weigh. They're more than 2 kilograms. That'd be a Hermes job. Every job. Always get that wrong. What else can I say? Inspected by somebody. This garment is not considered to be personal protective equipment. Okay, but I mean, do they have? Oh, they don't have. Okay, they don't have protection in the knees. But I don't know if that's something you can add. Lovely YKK zip on the bottom. Ooh! Sorry. There we go. So you can get your boots on more easily. Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know if you can put armour in, but people don't always ride with armour, do they? So, but yeah, say 15 quid. I don't know. I don't know on these. I want to say, well, here's the thing. I've got a Belstaff leather jacket I bought at the car boot a while ago. Pretty much the same as this, but obviously the top half. So I'm thinking, ooh, I could sell them together. They should do a bit better, but I don't know what size that is. Obviously these are like, what's a 40-inch waist? Like double XL? Maybe, is it double XL, 40 waist? Yeah, let's say double XL. I don't think the jacket I bought is double XL, so would you sell a double XL trousers and let's say a large jacket together? Be a bit of a strange combination, wouldn't it? You know, massive waist and then a tiny body. Strange. What person is that shape? Anyway, so I might sell them separately, but either way, 15 quid should be blank. I blanked out. My 15 quid is safe. I want to say 60 quid on those. They do need a bit of a clean. I'm not going to see if there's anything in the pocket. Nope. Yeah, they do smell a bit. They got. I think they've been stored somewhere. There's like bits of like not mold, but just yuck on them. So that's it. Works, doesn't it? Please, yes, good. Yeah, I give them a good clean, just like sort of wipe down. Yeah, hopefully 60 quid on those. Which would be great because I run to town, I was like, lugging them back up the hill like, probably like military style pack on. But yeah, couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe I found those. Yeah, Belstaff is just a superb brand. So sorry, my camera's all wonky now, isn't it? I might be carved like that, like bloody Phantom of the Opera. Anyway, that's fine. So that's that. So yeah, really happy with those finds. Oh, like I said, my local town usually is pants. So occasionally it comes good, and today's one of those days. So happy days. So it's now Monday morning. I've had quite a quiet weekend. I've only had 4 sales. Nothing spectacular, but I'll show you what's sold. So first up, got this. It's a magic math machine by a company called Lannard Toys from 1988. It's pretty simple. You've got all these sums here. So what's that? 15 divided by 3. You press it down and it reveals the answer. Paid £1 for this at a car boot sale. That's gone for £10 plus postage. So not a bad little return. Took a while to sell, but yeah, something different to look out for. I sold this. This is interesting. This is a Fox Racing shirt. It's a long sleeve, but it's also got this hood. So quite a strange garment, really. Nice big logo on the front. Bit of text on the rear. Size medium. I think I paid £3 for that in a charity shop, or £3.50. That's gone for £13 plus postage, but it's sold within a week, so that's fine. What else? Ooh, bit furry. So these are a pair of Vans Chinos. What size are they? I think they're quite good size. 36 by 34, I believe, or 32. I can't remember. But nice big size, lovely condition. Don't think they've ever been washed. Nice black. Paid £2 for those, I believe, at a car boot. And they've gone for £18 plus postage. Had them for 20, took them off for 18. That's fine. And then finally, a complete fail. I picked these Rohan walking trousers up a couple of weeks ago at the car boot. Of course, I didn't check that the bottoms hadn't been taken up. So these ones aren't too bad. These are about sort of 40 with a 30-inch inside leg, one 32, but still not ideal. And these blue ones, again, still same Rohan. I think they're called Air Lights, 40 waist. Like more of a capri trouser, really, really short. I think it's had about sort of 4 inches taken off. I'm not even well. So when you're buying any sort of trouser, just make sure they haven't been taken up. Sometimes they've been taken up and the material hasn't been removed, but this is such a shonky job, it's ridiculous. So I paid £3 each for those. I just thought, you idiot, Chris, you idiot. What? And I've made the mistake before. I thought, you idiot. So I put them up, 15 quid for the pair plus postage, and they sold within the day. So maybe I could have got more, but to be honest, it's my own fault for not checking. Because if I'd known that when I saw them at the car boot, I wouldn't have picked them up. So again, not the end of the world, but yeah, just check the bottoms. Check the bottoms. Because, yeah. So easy to do. So easy to do. Alright, so last 2 sales of the week of this video, and then I'll wrap the video up. As you can see, I've had a haircut, but that's the least of the information. So, I've sold a pair of ping trousers. My second pair of pings that I've sold within a week, actually. These are a weird size. These are a width 38, length 31. From the Comfort collection. I think I paid £2.50 for these. Lovely condition, like no issues at all. And they've gone for £18 plus postage. So, lovely stuff there. The second thing I sold is this. It's upside down, I think. Is it? Maybe? Yeah, it is. This is a deal, full zip, sort of, not macaroni knit, but sort of textured material knit. Full zip, sort of thick jumper. Isn't bad condition. It has been worn. I made that clear in the listing that it's, you know, what I could do with a wash. I should have washed it myself, but honestly, with the way the weather's been, this would be a pain to dry. And I'm trying to not use the tumble dryer because of energy bills, you know. So 20 quid plus postage. Paid 3 quid I think for that at the car boot. So hopefully they're happy with that. I did make it clear in the description that it was obviously dirty. And that's it. Today is Wednesday, so these both sold yesterday on Tuesday. Haven't had any sales today yet, but that's okay. To be fair, with the Royal Mail industrial action, aka strikes, taking place, I'm actually quite happy that I haven't had too many sales. Stuff from last week I sent out last Thursday, I think it was. Making sure it isn't raining. Yeah, looking at the tracking number, it's still sat in the post office. It hasn't moved. I'm like, oh, God's sake. There's such a massive backlog from the previous strikes that just nothing is getting out. And obviously special delivery takes precedence. Then you've got probably first class and first class signed for, then second class and second class signed for. That is what I use, so mine's right down the bottom of the pile. So hopefully people don't get aggy about it. Hopefully don't get any late strikes, although I think eBay said they would like rescind any strikes because of the action. But yeah, it's eBay, isn't it? They can promise something and not do it. So hopefully there's a positive end to this video, but we will see. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, it's always been a bit higgledy-piggledy, but that's just what this video has been. Yeah, if you want to like it, please do. If you want to drop us a comment, please do. If you want to subscribe for more helpful, strange, entertaining videos like this, please do. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. So thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.